Hello everyone, it's Sean, and this is the intro video for part 4 of my 97 Herbie build. I already gave it the pearlescent coat between parts A and B of part 4. And what I did today is I put the black on the wipers, I put the black on the inside of the windows, just the inner edge, front and back, left and right. Also did the silver trim all the way. And I found that if I just use a toothpick, I can get any excess off of it. So it's where it should be. And what I also did is I also drilled out the holes for the canvas roof because I realized that I needed to test fit it. So give me 1 minute to get it out and I'll show you the test fit. Consider this the teaser. Alright, I'm back. I've got the canvas roof here. What I had to do is take off the 2 side hooks because there was nothing on the car itself to attach it from the side. But there are 2 pegs. Front, bigger, rear, smaller. And so what I did is I drilled out the appropriate matching sides. And let's see if I can get on camera here as I test fit everything. Give me 1 minute. Okay, so we'll do the test fit on camera. Good, I've got it going the right way. All right, there's the, well, there you go. Front's on. And the back is on. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we messed up. 1 minute. Got it. As you can see, it's flush on all sides, and it's locked in with the pegs. See, I was worried because I didn't want to have the part sliding around or be off-center when I realized there were faint peg holes left over from when this was actually Herbie. I said, well, good. So I'm just going to put it on there properly. And so I'm all ready for the glass installation. I guess that'll start part 5. Starting to assemble the actual interior. You hook a lot of stuff into the interior and it's kind of hanging there, but it is secured by little screws. So this is the intro video. All right, so that's the intro video for now. And I will be continuing with step 1, line 1, where I'll be putting the window unit into the body of the car from underneath. I'm going to try to align the window holes with the everything itself. You can see how there are, no, just 1 second. You see how there are 2 holes on the side of the windows, but there are no matching holes in the car body on those sides to snap everything in place. So the windows actually have to test fit in. So let's see here. Ah, there we go. This way. Now what I made sure to do is I made sure not to put any black on the windows. I only put the black on the frame of the car, and I'm letting it dry overnight before I do anything else. So that's quite a long intro, but at least I'm getting there. And I don't know if I showed you. Okay, I'm back. What I did is I just put the screws and the axles into the little Ziploc bags. They won't get lost. So you see the 1 long screw, and there's 2 short screws, and there's a short screw for the back as well. So I have what I need, and I have the small screwdriver, so odds are at least one of these slotted screwdrivers will be successful in getting the screws into the car. The interesting thing about the wheels is they have a white wall side and a black side. And they appear virtually identical no matter which way I put them on, so I'll be able to put them on the proper way for the 97 Herbie. And of course, as you can see here, I detail painted the dashboard, used my silver Sharpie for the grills, used my very fine black Sharpie for the dials of the speedometer, and the silver Sharpie again for the stripe and the little buttons. I'm not sure what goes up there, but I'll find out. Alright. So anyway, that is all for now for Herbie. Quite a long intro actually, but it's a summary of what I did, and I'll show you more detail as I did it in the video itself. So, talk to you all later, and hope you're having a good second half of August. Bye-bye. Hi everyone, this is Sean. Just a short video for the next part of the Herbie build to show that I've completed step 5, which is the assembly of both the tailpipes and the transmission or rear suspension to Herbie itself. I had to secure it with an elastic band. I also had to make sure that the pins were taken off the tailpipes because they just wouldn't fit on the engine correctly. And you can see how it's kind of crooked from here. That's another reason to leave the pins unattached, so that the right part of the engine, the tailpipes, can come up to the proper angle. Because it appears that the engine is not quite in there right. But at least the suspension's on correctly. So that's all I can do for now. And I will, as you see the Herbie guide here, so I just did step 4. So I will move on to whatever's on step 5, because I'm following the Herbie installation guide itself, the assembly instructions, because they have everything in the proper order. So all I'd have to do in step 5 is assemble the interior onto the locator pins of the chassis, because I've done everything else. Then I go into step 6, and so forth. And that can save the pearlizing of Herbie for later. You can see I've got the body here all ready to put pearl on it. Got the 2 pearl, so the emptier one is on the left, the fuller one is on the right. All ready to do pearl spray painting, probably tomorrow. So, I'll see you later when I filmed more for Herbie. Okay, hello everyone, it's Sean, and I'm back for the next part of the Herbie build. As you can see, I took a look at the reference pictures for the 97 Herbie and realized that the inner edge of all the windows is outlined in black. And of course I had to do the Sharpie silver trim along the side of the car as well. But what I'm doing now, I took a look at the canvas roof, and you see these 2 pegs. What I have to do is carefully drill out these 2 faint holes here, because that's where the pegs fit. So I can just see those holes, and on the actual Polar Lights Herbie kit they're drilled out. So I'm going to drill them out on this so I know exactly how to align the roof correctly. So I'll do that and I'll show you the results. But I can show you the process. I don't know if you can see from here. But what I do is I just carefully hold it steady in place with the knob, turn the drill bit by bit, until I punch through. And it's easier to punch through from the top of the car because it's a flatter surface, and you can know when you get through because it'll poke through, and any errors will be hidden underneath it in any case, under the canvas roof. See? There you go. I've punched through. I did the back hole first because it was a bit harder to see. So you just pull it out carefully. And then I always come through from the bottom side and poke out the extra material. You've seen me do this on other builds. See? There you go. Now I am actually going to clip the roof off of its sprue tree here. There we go. Now in order to get the roof on correctly, I am going to have to take off these two side pieces because it's only going to go in with the two pegs. There's nothing for these two side pieces to hook into, at least on this version of the car. So carefully, and of course you have to make sure that all these other nubs are out of the way as well. So carefully, there we go. All right, so what you do is you test, because that was the biggest drill bit I had. I have to test the peg. Now, it's not quite big enough, but that was the biggest drill bit I have. I can't make it much bigger at all. As you can see, it won't get any bigger. And it's still a little too small for the peg. But we'll try the other one. No, it's still a bit too small. So I'm going to have to use the files and see if they'll work. So I'll be back with that. Got to widen it. So I'm just going to turn the file itself until I can get through here. And hopefully that will allow me to make it work. We'll find out in a few moments. I'll be back. Success! The back hole is slightly smaller than the front hole, so I did get it flush, as you can see here. Good. So now I'm just going to drill out the other hole with this drill to start, and then I'll move on to the file and we'll try the front tab, and I'll be back with that. Okay, so I punched through the front hole. All I have to do is make it a bit bigger, and that's where the drill will come in. I'm just going to make sure that I angle towards the back because I was a bit off center. Don't want to break the car body. It's a bit hard to turn. We're getting there. And I'll come up from underneath, so I'll be back when I've got it done. And got the canvas roof test fit. There we go. Widening it out with the everything. Got the canvas roof on properly. It's secure now with the pegs. And if you look at the glass, the section where the glass will go, you'll see that the pegs don't go all the way through. They don't go all the way through to the glass surface, so the glass will be able to attach without any trouble. And if I take a look at the glass, I haven't actually opened its bag yet. Let's take a look at the glass piece itself. All right, so you can see the 4 holes, well, mold release sections that match everything. You can see the little hole where the rear view mirror will go. And I believe, actually, let's see here. What is step 1, actually, if you look at it carefully? See? Window unit 2. Oh, 1 minute. Let me take a picture of the car with the canvas roof on. There you go. All right, 1 minute here. So it says window unit 2. Window unit 2 into the body by sliding the window into place and snapping the windshield into the opening. It doesn't say anything about actually... It doesn't say anything about putting the canvas roof on. At least not all the way until step 9. But at least we know now that the canvas roof will fit. So I know what I'll be doing tomorrow night. I will be putting the windows in place. I'm going to get a proper bag for the window unit. All right, so I'm back. I'm got everything ready. The window unit is in a nice Ziploc bag. The roof holes are drilled for the canvas roof, so that's great. Just have to get rid of the last bit of, the last bit that was obscuring the holes. But now you know, smaller hole on the bottom, the back, bigger hole on the front to match the pegs of the canvas roof. See, what they did is they really designed the Herbie build, the actual Polar Lights Herbie kit, except for having stickers instead of decals. They really designed it a lot better than they did this Coca-Cola kit seemed to take some shortcuts. Its instructions were not clear at all. They're not laid out in a nice narrative pattern. It's not really helpful. It's kind of discouraging. But at least we know I have the Herbie guide to help me. I'm glad I found that kit. I think I ordered it online, or maybe I bought it in person. I can't quite remember. But that is about all for now. I will come back with the windows tomorrow or Friday, whenever I film it. And I will be... then I'll have something more to post for this build. I might just have enough to post this Friday for Sean's model builds. That would be good if that happened. And I already have my screwdriver sets ready. Both the new one and the old one. Because there are some screws for the car that you have to use here. You can see the two small holes are here for the screws, and there's one at the back as well. That's used for the trunk hinges. Yeah. Alright, so that's about all for now. Talk to you all later, and hope you're having a good week. Bye-bye. Hello everyone, this is Sean. Consider this a bit of bonus footage for the Herbie build. I realized that if I put the glass in first, I won't be able to access the bottom of the peg holes that I've now drilled out to secure the roof to the top of the car. And since the peg holes are so close to the front of the car, you don't want to get glue on this surface. And it's weird, but if you look closely, you can see that it looks to me like it's almost a bit crooked. But again, that's where the peg holes were. I have to go where the peg holes were. And since this is it's the 97 Herbie, it's 30 years old, it could have had wear and tear and stuff. So I don't worry about that. So what I'm going to actually do is put the model glue under the roof before I put it in the peg holes. So there we go. All right, I got to put the model glue on here first, in between the peg holes. There we go. Here we are. Hopefully it'll work. Don't get it in the peg holes though. Well, actually, you can. But then what you do quickly, before anything goes wrong, is you fit it on there. There you go. Got it. Get in there. Go. Come on. Come on. All right, I'll be back when it's in. Well, it's in. That's good. But now what I have to do is I have to get at it from the underside and get the peg holes filled from the underside with some of the model cement so that it can secure the peg in there, because I won't be able to get at it once the glass is covering everything. Of course, I realize once you put glue on the inside of the roof to put the glass in place, that'll help secure the roof. So there we go. There it is. The glass is now glued in place, and this will be the thumbnail for the bonus footage. Boom. Or the end screen of this video. So that is all I'm going to do for now. I'm going to mark the guide that I did step 20, attach the roof first, and I'll be back perhaps next week if I do more filming. Talk to you all later. Bye-bye.